Hey guys, so one thing I've noticed, we haven't really got a chance to explain how the CC works in Lost Ark, and I think it's one of the most common mistakes that I'm currently seeing. Even on the Russian servers that I'm currently playing on, you can see some people that understand how the CC works, and then the people that just have no idea how it works. So the CC is basically broken down into three categories. You have your stagger, which is just a regular auto attack, or maybe a dash, a shoulder charge from a berserker, or a side stab from a soul fister. But it will just stop animation on its place, and you won't be able to move for that 0.3 seconds. Depending on your agility, an auto attack will be fast enough to kind of just put it in there and be able to get it. Then your second one you have is your knock-up and knockdowns. And this is where you are on the ground and you can't move. There's nothing you can do. You just technically CC, and that's when you're allowed to use your escape. We'll talk more about it a little bit afterwards. And then your third one is your stun. Now, there's three different forms of stun. You have kind of a daze effect slash stun. You have a freeze, and you have your shock or electrified, depending on your translation. Understanding these concepts of CC is how you're going to be able to build your combos for PvP when you're fighting other players. For example, if I knock you down and I immediately try to CC you with a stun or a freeze or so on, it will not take its effect. You will actually be able to, the enemy will be able to dash away or even possibly use a skill. And now the reason why is, think of it as kind of like a 1, 2, 3 category. And 3 being the utmost, which is your knockdown, will not be able to beat a 2, and a 1 has absolutely no effect. 1 is your stagger. You can always go up from stagger, but you cannot go anywhere else. You can go from stun to knockdown, but you can't go knockdown to any other one. So, for example, a combo that would be considered a lot of times used is a stagger, which is going to be for my shoulder charge. Then immediately into a stun, followed by my knockdown on execution. So 1, 2, 3. And then at that point, the enemy cannot move from you because the stagger just immediately stops them on their tracks. The knockdown is not going to allow them to move. I apologize. The stun is not going to allow them to move from my execution to be able to do the knockdown, and then I'll be able to do the last hit. It's been times. I don't know if it's a lag because I'm in Russian server. I have not played the Berserker class, even though it's one of my favorite classes to play on the NA because, well, leveling was not fast. We're just going to use that word for now. But nonetheless, it's something you have to put into consideration that if the person has escape, so the escape concept works that when you're getting knocked down, while you're in the down state, I believe it depends on the class. I know on the Berserker's 12 seconds. I am allowed to use my spacebar button that allows me to basically, almost like a dash, but I'm coming from a down state. With that being said, that dash allows me to escape a full-on combo that the enemy is going to try to be doing to me. So if you already had used your escape, and I know that, or you know that the enemy has used their escape, if you follow with that same idea, that down statement is going to stay there, and you can just fully punish them. And there's nothing they can do. They cannot dash away, they cannot escape. They just got to take it all, and it's where you get the most punishment. A lot of times people will be like, oh my god, I've been CC'd, I can't get out, I'm just getting murdered, this is unfair. Understanding that escape is only once, and let's be honest, in the PvP fight, 12 seconds might as well be 12 years. It's a huge advantage and disadvantage. Advantage, if you do understand and you know you have just used that knock-up or the knockdown from the enemy. So, for example, a lot of times when I'm PvPing, aware, if you're going to fight me on the NA and I do this to you, please don't use my own video against me. But if you do, even better. But nonetheless, sometimes I'll do the diving slash, and that forces them to use that escape. So now I still have my full combo to fully punish them, and there's nothing they can do about it. And that's it's a really good concept because he allows you to get that full combo in, and you can't turn the event in the fight, especially in 1v1s. You can really turn the entire fight. Another thing to put in consideration is auto attack. Some classes have stagger, like the Berserker has a stagger when the auto attack. Include that into your combos. Again, you're still CCing the enemy, and after a shoulder charge, you do an auto attack. Stagger and stagger works. One thing to put it into idea that I have not brought it up, and I have to put points into it, is when you're using a skill that does a lot of stagger. So for example, I highly believe you're not gonna see a whirlwind on PvP, but maybe the Fury Fist, I believe is what it's called, from Soul Fister and so on, they have it as well. And what it is that when you get staggered too many times, I guess it doesn't show it on the dummy, but when you get staggered too many times, a scale will pop on the person's head. That scale is basically saying that you can no longer be staggered or stage 1 CC from the enemy for a few seconds. Another thing is when you get stunned, such as that one, unfortunately it doesn't show a health bar, but it also instates there you cannot be stunned again. I believe it's 2 seconds. I don't know if the NA is going to change that. I haven't got just to really finesse the timing, but I believe it's 2 seconds. Well, they will not be able to be stunned again. So for the fact that you can't be infinitely CC. If you fight against a gunslinger or a scout, I don't know if the scout will be released on the NA, but a gunslinger has freeze in 3 skills. If they had that, they could just keep you frozen the entire fight, and then, let's be honest, it would be an unfair battle. So on 2 or stage 2 CCs, you can only do it once every 2 to 3 seconds. I believe it shows here. We will try it. When the person is knocked out and they come back up, they go into an immune state. If you know that that person is about to get back up, walk away. The reason why I'm saying walk away, a lot of people, what they do is that they know when they get up, they're immune. That gives them a chance to fully punish you if you're within the vicinity. But they can use whatever skill they want, whether it has armor or not, and they will be able to hit you because they are being immune. Same applies that if they use their escape button, that 1 second that they just got up, and that first skill will be basically a free skill on you. So if you want to do a full combo, that's fine. While they're down, now you walk away, because when they get up, they are immune. Do not stick around. It will not benefit you. Unless the player doesn't understand that he didn't get as lucky as you, and he didn't see this video, he probably would get up and then try to run away thinking that he has dodged you from further combo, when in reality he should have been more aggressive towards you. So just put that in concept when you are fighting, and then understand that the 3 principles, I guess, or the 3 stages of CC. Alright guys, let's keep it short. I appreciate it. Please drop a like. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys want to learn. I have some friends that are constantly telling me what I should build. I'm going to try to put a couple more guides out there. I hope you help you guys out. I appreciate it. Peace.